All right, everybody, here we are. We're going to play a game of Aquasphere. This is by Tasty Minstrel Games, and oh my god, it's like so many symbols. It's impossible to learn. There is an awful lot going on in this game, I'm not going to lie, folks. And if you're familiar with Feld games, I mean, this is pretty common. Think of like Bora Bora. I mean, it's always like, bam, you know, Symbol Palooza, but... the game breaks down pretty simple. Well, somewhat simple. There's a lot of cool decisions to make. So what we're going to do, we're going to just jump right into this bad boy, and we're going to explain what we're doing along the way, and in turn, that'll hopefully teach you how to play the game. So, Carmen is first player, and that's denoted because we have our two little robots over here. These are spare robots, and she's in the first, I'm in the second. So that shows that she's got initiative at the moment. So what she's going to be doing is that she is either going to be moving her... I believe this is the engineer up to one of these two spots here to either program a robot for time or to be able to expand on the lab. Or she is going to be moving her scientist around the facility to be able to take actions. So, Carmen, what is your decision? What are you going to do?
Well, thinking I already have a robot here that is available to take an action. And that is the program for a card action, right? So I can put this robot right here where I'm at. He goes up here to program a card. And then I just take this card. Yep. Which gives me two points.
Because right here in the center tells you the points you're going to gain in the first round. So we'll give her 2 points. Floop,
and that's because this action has that little light bulb symbol on it.
So let's explain, what does that card do?
This card is going to allow me, every time I take a control panel action, which is this action here, I'm going to get 4 points.
Yeah, it's a really good one. She's about to... that's an amazing card, to be honest, because you get points anyways at the end of the game for expanding upon your lab, and that's just awesome. So each of us is, like you noticed, she was able to do the control panel, to gain a card. She already had a robot programmed, and I already had one that kill, well, actually it's supposed to be capture octopus. All right, and how did we know that? Because we each had a starting area. I had a lab tile, and so did she. Mine is D, and hers is A. And so I knew that I started in the D section, all right? So we know which robot that we get to program into what space based upon this little spot right here. It shows a robot going on to the slay or capture the octopus space, and then she had for the action she just took for the cards. All right, so for me, I don't necessarily care to try to slay any octopus yet, and the reason is because let's take a quick look at my lab. I can, at the moment, only slay or capture up to 2 octopus. I can only store 2 crystals, 2 cards, and 4 time. We each started with 4 time at the moment. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my engineer up to here, and I am now going to program a robot, so I take it off right here, and now I'm going to move it up to here to show this robot is programmed to perform the time action. Now it goes back over to Carmen, and she decides what she wants to do.
I'm going to go up to here and program my robot to take a lab expansion.
Shocker, because now she knows she's going to be getting points off of that because she gets 4 points every time she takes one. So here's what happens now. I want to move and start slaying some squid or capture. I swear to you, I will say capture. I want to slay them.
Capture those octopi.
I want to slay them, but I will not. Yes. So what I think I'm going to do, if you look here, it shows a 1, and then it shows a 1 as well, okay? So what that's saying is that whenever I move between these two areas, it's going to cost me 1 time. Remember, I get 4 time at the start of the game. There's 1 space, there it is, right there. That costs 2, and then there's 1 that costs 0 right there. Then that's the only 2 and the only 0. What I'm going to do is move from here up to here, all right? Now, my action is that, first off, I'm going to spend my 1 time, and I'm going to take my robot. Mind you, one thing to keep, this is very important, you can only have 2 programmed robots up here at a time. So
that actually makes the game a little simpler, to be honest.
I think it makes it harder.
You can only have 2.
So I'm going to slay, or capture me some, I'm going to say slay the whole game, just so you know, but I'm going to try to remember to say I'm going to capture a couple of these octopus. So what I do is I put my little robot there, at the control panel, I take 2 octopus off. Now I score victory points based upon the number of octopus. So this is actually counting negative and positive. They're exactly the same, and that'll make sense here in just a bit. But I would gain 3 victory points for capturing those. So I'm going to move up 3.
And the reason you can slay 2 is because of your lab.
That's right. So Carmen, it is back to you.
Let's see. I was going to pick up a control panel, so might as well get to it, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to go here. I put my control panel programmed robot
So
down
what
here.
happens now?
I'm sorry, it's a lab expansion. This robot gets pushed out of the way and pushed down into this area.
Now, if you look down in this area, it tells you how many robots can fit down here. For 4 players, you could go all the way to the max. 3 players to here. For 2 players, there's only 2 available spaces. And we'll show why that's important
I'm
later.
going to take this control panel. Now, it has the letter C. So I'm going to place a robot in the C section of the board.
C section. I can't help. That's funny. Okay.
And that is an action I usually forget to do. And it's also difficult sometimes to find the letters on the board.
Yeah. There's a lot of symbols all over the place.
I add that to my lab. Now I can hold 2 more times.
Yep, and she gets 4 points.
So
1,
adding
2,
control
3,
panels
4.
to your lab is awesome.
Yeah. See, it had 2 extra time on it, so now she can hold up to 6 time. And that's important because time is the oil of the fuel of this game. If you don't have time, you're not going to really get too far. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my guy from here over to here, and I'm going to program a robot that can do a submarine action. So, Carmen, back at you.
I'm also going to program a robot to do
You're such a copycat. Make up your own decisions. So what I'm going to do is just stay exactly where I'm at. I'm going to take this robot, and I'm going to move over to the sub area. I'm going to push this robot down. He's going to take his spot. I'm now going to perform the submarine action. Now, this is important, and you'll understand why it's important to place subs later. But one thing to note is you can only place 1 sub in each sector on the board. So I can't place any more in here or this area, okay? Now that I've done that, I will score victory points based upon what's here in the center. So that'll give me 2 victory points for doing that. So
okay.
1, 2. So, Carmen?
You forgot to say that you need to spend 1 time.
Oh, gosh, yes. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, if you notice here, it shows how much time is it costs for each placement. So it gets the longer you delay on placing a sub, the harder it becomes. It really, really does. Especially in a 2-player game because these are dummy subs, NP subs basically. They're just there to fill up. And if you notice, 1 will be added here and 1 will be added here at the end of this round. So this will get especially hard to start placing in.
I could program another robot, but I'm afraid to get too far ahead of myself before I see what you're going to do. So I think I'm just going to move over to... And how much time did I start with? 4? So I'm right. I only spent 1, right? Okay. So I'm going to move over to here and go ahead and place a sub.
And that was a free movement.
That was a free movement, so I'm just going to spend 1 time to place my sub.
And then that will gain her 2 points. So let's get her 2 points.
Okay.
All right. So what I am going to do is I'm going to stay exactly where I'm at the moment, but I'm going to move this guy up to here. Now, this is probably the less... This is the toughest action to ever solve because when you first start playing this game, you have no idea what is the purpose of this robot, okay? This is a robot that is used to program a robot, and as you play, you're going to understand this. It's probably one of the most important actions you could take when using the engineer because it's like the wild card of programming, but that'll make sense as we're playing. So, Carmen, it is back your turn.
Okay, I'm going to go up here and program a robot to slay or capture some octopods.
All right, so what I am going to do is that robot that I used to program, watch how he's used. I am going to take him, and what I do is I look up here, because first I'll move my little guy up to here, and I want to see what does, if I do this action, does that robot do? He allows me then that I can use a robot to program to take one of these. So this robot would go here, which I've already got one there, so we're just going to slide him down to here because it would have slid down anyways.
So that's less beneficial for you than if you had placed it somewhere else. But, yeah.
Right. We don't necessarily want a bunch of our own colors clogged up here because you'll understand why. So what this is allowing me to do now is I get to program a robot for that action. So I take him and place him there. That is the easiest way I can explain to you how this works because why is that important? Because you can't go backwards. You have to keep going forward on this track. I can't, which means there was no way possible for me to do the time and to be able to expand on my lab action. Well, technically that's not true because this card could have possibly allowed me to do that, which that's, for a taller beer. Regardless, I'm always having to move up and follow these arrows. So what this did by programming this robot, it allowed me to kind of like say, I wanted to do both these actions. Man, how can I do that? I know I'm going to let a robot program a robot to do this action, and I'll let my engineer do that one. Make sense? There you go. So, Carmen, it is back at you. What do you got planned?
I'm going to capture.
Capture? You slay me, man!
These octopods. So I'm going to move this dude down here. And now notice there are 3, but I can only capture 2 of them because of my lab
And
size.
that will give her 3 points for that, though. 1, 2, 3. You are right at the laser, which will explain why lasers are kind of a big deal later. All right.
That's scary. I don't have any way of getting past it.
That is scary. That's really scary. Okay, so here's what happens now. I'm going to stay. Oh, I'm not going to stay. I am going to move. Or I could stay, actually. No, I don't want to. Don't listen to the crazy man. I'm going to move up to this spot right here. Why did I move to this one instead of taking that one? All right. It's important to keep track of your letters. I've already got the letter D, okay? That one is the letter D. In-game scoring, you're going to get bonus victory points depending on how many different letters you have in your lab. I want this one.
Don't forget to spend your 1 time.
I will. So what I want to do is take this one, and I'm going to place it right there. All right, so the 1 time to move between the 2 sections, and then I'm going to take him, and he's going to occupy this little space right there. All right, so now it is Carmen's turn again.
I am out of possible actions. I cannot program any more robots, so I'm just going to go up here and pass.
Okay, and I am yet to finish at this stage. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this robot. I'm going to program him to take time. That'll push this robot down in there. My little guy would walk over to here. He's going to take all this time. I can't. Look, I've already got 1. Well, yes, I can. I'm sorry, because I already took that. Okay.
Look at that. Spiffy.
I knew I did that for a reason in this order. I just totally forgot while I was bringing the camera over. But if I had not gotten this expansion before I had gotten this time, I would have only been able to take 3 because I can only hold 4. But as it stands, I can hold 6.
Sweet.
So now I've got 5 time.
Yeah.
What can I do? My goodness. I could, if I wanted to, program a robot by using time. Now, you can only do this once per round, all right? So what that means is that I could take 3 time if I choose, place it up to here, and then I can take any robot of my choice and program it up to here. That is awfully tempting, and I think I'm going to do it. So what I'm going to do is program a robot onto crystals. Why would I do crystals? Crystals are important to get past lasers on here on the scoreboard. Carmen's about to find out the hard way why she's in a bad... She knows already, but you guys are going to find out why Carmen's in a bad position right now.
I don't think it's as bad as you think.
I do not think that would mean what you think it means. Okay, so what I'm looking at is 1, 2 for me to be able to get over here into this section. Oh, I sure did.
Oh.
So 1, 2, I am going to go into this little section here, and I can hold a total of 2 crystals. Let's spend that time by doing that. And I'm going to take this robot I programmed.
I did not see that
And he is going to... Oh, yeah, well, it came all right. So that's going to bump her down into there. And she's going to hate me, and you guys are going to understand exactly why. All right, so that was a pretty suave move by me. So now what I do is I move up into here, all right? Now, I didn't score any points for any of that jazz, but I did in a way. So that's the end of the round, all right? So what we do, the very first thing, is we are going to collect time markers depending on how many submarines we've placed. So what we do is we look at our little player board and we say how many time, 1, 2. So I get 2 time markers that I get to place on my like reserves, okay, for my stash, my supply. Now what we do is we get to activate any cards that have an equal sign on them. We don't have any of those out. Let me see if I can find one for you real fast. Nope, can't find one real fast, so we're just going to ignore that for the moment, and I'm sure one will pop up here soon, and you guys will understand what that means. Let me just show you one here in the demonstration. It will have an equal sign, and typically what this means is that you can spend 1 time to program a robot of whatever it says here. For instance, I think this one says to gain more cards, okay? Now what we do is we are going to determine majority. What majority is... I have a
question.
I'm sorry, go ahead with your question before I continue.
Can I spend 3 time to program?
No, you cannot because that is an action.
No!
So you cannot
my
spend...
plan is ruined.
Yes, you cannot spend. In fact, this needs to go away. All right, so now what we do is we determine who has the majority of sectors under their control. I have 1, 2, 3. Why do I? Because I have 1 here in the center. I have 1 here in the center. 1 here in the center. Carmen has 1. Carmen has 1. None here. I beat her. The person who has the majority gets 6 victory points. So what I do is I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I'm tied with Carmen. Uh-oh, we're both right there on that verge of that stupid laser. Now what we do...
have crystals.
I sure do. Now what we do is we get victory points depending on how many of our robots are in play. So what I do, I first see what my number is, all right? Secondly, I see can I go to there? Now, it's important to note that you can only score up to where a submarine has been placed. Okay, so if I hadn't placed, let's say if this submarine was there and this one was still here, I would only get 4 points, not the 5. But as it stands, because I have placed 2 submarines, I get 5 victory points. And Carmen, how many do you get?
Well, I would get 4.
1, 2, 3, 4,
but
5.
I cannot pass the laser.
That's the important part. So what happens? How do we get past the laser, Carmen?
To get past the laser, you either spend a crystal or decommission a robot that has been programmed.
And she has no robots that are programmed. She has no crystals. However, remember, I picked up 2 crystals. So I'm going to spend one of those so that I can pass the laser. But bye-bye, Carmen. Leaving you in the back, leaving you in the dust. Now what happens is we get victory points depending on how many crystals we have in our supply. I have 1 crystal, so therefore I'll get 1 more point. Carmen has none, so move me up 1 more point. Now what happens is that we get negative points depending on how many squid or octopus are left in sectors that we control. So for instance, I control this sector, right? There's 1 octopus there. I control this sector. There's 1 octopus there. Carmen controls that one. There's 1 octopus. I would then get, if you look here, -1 point for each sector, and Carmen would get -1 as well. So I get -2, and Carmen, you get -1. Now, what happens is that sometimes you can get lucky, and you can just end right here on your turn. So what happens, you can never go backwards past that laser either. So let's say if I'm getting even -15 because of octopuses, not going to matter because I'm stuck right here. I can't go backwards. And I really have no idea why we have lasers stopping us, and why crystals, and while crystals thematically, I guess maybe I'm putting a crystal there, or
put the crystal there to redirect the laser,
or I'm throwing a robot in front of it and running around the backside. I have no idea. It's the one thing in this game that makes 0 sense to me.
Maybe the robot's like R2, and it like puts its little connector and turns
all of that.
Yeah.
Now what we do is this: we are going to draw 6 new research cards and 6 new lab expansions. All right. So Carmen is going to take care of the lab expansions. They're all in already together. Okay. She might destroy that for me. And then what we do is we just play. Wow, the exact same one just popped up onto that one. That is so funny. Okay, 2. And there's an equal one right there. What that's saying is that during that time when we were scoring, you could pay 1 time to place your guy and program a robot to be able to take cards.
Sweet.
And then place that one on top of there. And this one goes here. And then 1 more right there. Okay. Next, what we do is we are going to take this center tile, and we are going to place all the things that are listed on it. All right. So this is saying in this section here, we're going to add 4 time, 1 octopus, and 1 crystal. So I'm going to do that, and then Carmen can just go ahead and start flopping them on, and I'll just explain what I'm doing in the ones I'm in. So, but you always kind of get to see what's going to be coming up next. Now, was there any time left in any sectors?
No,
I don't think that there was.
It.
One thing to note is that if there is any time left on the board when you go to this stage, you're supposed to clear that all off. Plus, we are going to add a dummy submarine here and a dummy submarine here. All right, and I've gotten all 3 of those. Did you get those 3 there?
Yes.
All right, now this is going to be removed, and now we see what's going to happen. Anytime you take a card or place a sub, you're going to get 3 victory points, plus you're going to see what the actions or what is going to be added to the board after the end of this round. So now what we do is we rearrange this thing here. All right, now we've got the new card here, so this would go down here, that comes over here, octopuses go down there, this goes up there, this goes over there, and that's it. All right, so now this is going to go away, and then this will be the layout for the round after this one. We come down. The order has been set because Carmen is still first, so Carmen will take her action first this round. So, Carmen, what are you going to do? You took a submarine action, huh?
Yep.
It's probably pretty smart, to be honest with you. I'm not really worried about the squids at the moment, to be truthful, so I think I'm going to do a submarine action as well. So I'm going to take one of my robots, and I'm going to program him to drop a submarine somewhere. Okay, Carmen, back at you.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to decide where I want my dude to go.
Dude.
Dude.
Go.
A sub action, a time action. What's I just thinking? Oh, yes, a control panel. I want a control panel. Which one do I want?
Well, there are several good ones.
This lets you capture another squid.
You was about to say slay. But this one for E allows you to hold more time, too.
I already have that, though, so I don't know that I need it again. And then this one's going to allow me to hold another crystal.
Which could be a big deal. You never know. These decisions.
I'm trying to decide where do I want to drop a sub, and then my next action is going to be the control panel, so I want to know where my guy is going to be. That's why I'm thinking this through. I would like to drop a sub somewhere new, I think. So why don't I move here?
No, don't drop a sub there.
Sorry. Spin.
No, I really don't think you are.
1 time to move there.
Yep, and then 2 times to be able to drop the sub.
Drop the sub. And
okay.
And I put my robot.
And put your robot. And then you would score 3 victory points, but
dang!
You can only score 1, can't you? Them lasers, dude, they're holding you back. You're gonna have to do something about that. All right, so I am going to march my guy up here and program a robot for time. So, time is by my side. Yes, it is. All right, Carmen, what are you gonna do now?
I don't know.
There are so many things you can do. It's amazing.
I need time and a crystal. I need both of those things.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't hold your breath for that time right there. I think somebody's going to come in and take that. So, probably me. Wait a minute. There's 5 over there, isn't there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I actually think I'd rather have that. It cost me just as much time to get up there as it would down here.
I only have 1 time, so let me see where I can go. And I need a crystal and time. Shoot, I can't do both, and I'm really bumming.
Now, one thing you can do is if you're in a pinch, you can decommission a programmed robot, and that would gain you 2 time. That's not the best scenario, though, because, I mean, it takes actions to program these bad boys. You don't want to waste time deprogramming, so... So you're going to need time, bottom line. So you might as well just program a robot for time. There's just no debating it. And you're right on the spot. And you went with crystals instead.
I did.
Whew. Don't forget, with time you can program a robot, though, to take crystals. I just want to make sure you didn't forget that. You only got 1 time. I see what you're doing, and it's fine. I just want to make sure you remember. That's
if I took the time, that would give me 1 additional time.
It would. It would. And you could use 3 of them to program a robot to do exactly what you were doing.
Okay, so I'll do the time, I guess.
I think it's probably a smarter move.
Because I could still take a crystal. You're right.
Exactly. So I'm going to move from here, 0, 1. It's a stretch over there. And that cost me 1 time. And I'm going to take my time robot. He's a time lord. Ding, 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 ding,
hey,
ding, ding.
That was my spot.
That's my best Doctor Who. Sorry, guys.
It's awesome. Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Are you done with your song?
No, I'm not done with the song, but it is still your turn.
Okay. So now I have to play with you singing. This is kind of distracting.
It's kind of like I'm serenading you.
So I'm
Look at it like that.
Here, take this time.
That's a good idea, to be honest.
Yeah. Stop telling me what to do.
I'm just trying to help you along here. I mean, you can keep making mistakes if you want.
Yay.
Okay, so I think while I'm here in that spot, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't just drop my submarine. So I'm just going to place this guy down here because he would have moved him down anyways. And we're going to drop that submarine, and I believe I owe 2 time for that.
Yes.
Okay, so spend 2 time for that.
And then you get 3 points.
3 points, that's right. And, well, look at me. I can move. I ain't got no problems.
That's nice.
I got no strings.
Okay, so...
Or lasers.
I need crystals.
You do. You do need crystals. And you've got plenty of time to get up there to get 2 crystals, or just stay there and get the 1. It's a tough decision, to be honest. Of course, that would really kind of screw me over, because you would dump 2 robots back into my supply.
Mm-hmm. I'm just worried about going that far away, but...
Going far away.
Okay, so that would be 2 time to get the crystals, and then I wouldn't have any time left.
No time left for on my way to better things.
So I program a robot to get crystals. I'll have 2 time left. That would be...
Ooh, that's a really good card. That allows you that during the intermediate scoring, you could program a robot onto submarines. It's a big deal.
Okay, so
did you figure out what you did?
Oh, I have to program the robot to do the crystals first. So let's do that.
So you're spending 3 to program the crystals.
And I'm gonna go there. Okay.
Yeah, that's a smart move, to be honest. Okay. So. Do you know it? Is it legal to look underneath and look at the next one?
I don't know. Probably not.
Have we been doing it before in the past?
We have.
Then I want to see what's underneath there. What letter is that? C?
C, and it's another octopod.
I definitely don't need D, though. Dang it. Shoot. What's underneath F? D. Dang it. I don't need D. Stupid. Shoot, that's the thing I hate, is trying to get the right letters. I've got D and B at the moment. I could run over here and grab E.
Where's E? E's right here.
Honey, oh yeah, I know, but I'm just looking at to try to help finish off. That would also allow me to slay another octopus. I'm sorry, capture friendly catch and release octopus. I definitely don't want to go from here to here. That costs 2 time. That's just too darn expensive. So, all right. So I think what I'm going to do, man. I don't like any of my options, people. I don't like any of them. I am thinking I'm going to go from here to here. So, and program a robot to be able to take windshields. Okay, so I'm programming him to...
You're programming to clean
He's cleaning windshields. You stop at a stoplight, he'll clean your windshield. Tip him, be kind to him, guys. Tip him. It's almost Christmas. Let's just be nice to our robots that are out there working.
Okay.
So you need them crystals, eh?
I do.
So the question is, do you stay here and take that, or do you march up there and take those? That's 2 crystals. It's kind of hard to pass. Plus, you know it's going to drop 2 robots down on me. And I don't mean to get too far ahead, but you could even use that F section on the lab, and then you could program a robot and take it. So.
Yeah. I think I know what I'm going to do.
It's silent now. Carmen's thinking. If you guys could see her. I don't think I introduced Carmen this time.
Hi!
Hi, this is my beautiful bride, Carmen. I'm not allowed to show her head because she didn't put her makeup on.
Okay. So. I'm going to go there, right? Yes. And my robot's going to go here and bump your robot down here.
And you're just going to take 1 crystal?
I'm going to take 1 crystal.
Sure seemed like it'd have been a lot smarter to take 2 crystals.
I spent a time for that.
I don't really know why you did that. Oh, you're trying to get that. And that makes sense. No, I'm not.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Did you just go, no?
Stop figuring out my moves for me before I do, or at the same time, or whatever.
No.
Actually, yeah, I already had that figured out, so it's not before I do them. Right.
I think I am going to move. I don't want that tile because it's junk. I think that I'm going to move, and I want to either take this one or this one. Well, I already control that section, so I might as well just take this one. So,
and then you can
what am I doing? Why did I take my robot?
I don't know. Stop trying to cheat.
So, what am I doing? I'm doing a windshield.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take my robot. He's going to shove you down. Get down there. Down into the hole. And then I'm going to take this. And that also allows me then to take a robot off my player board and drop him onto E. So where's E at?
Right there.
Oh, really?
That does not make me happy.
Flip the pig. I got it, sweetie. All right, so it is back to you. What is your plan? Oh, and by the way, that should have cost me 1 time to move between those sections. Those 1-time thingy right there.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to program a robot to take a card.
Okay. And I could spend 3 time if I wanted to and program a robot to do what? Maybe slay squids? Take that card? I could look over here. This card's actually not that bad. It's only a 1-time effect. So 1 time I could move sideways, like from here to here. The whole game, only 1 time, but it's
pretty powerful.
I think it's pretty powerful too. But do I want to waste 3 time on gathering it? It would give me 3 points, but ugh. Now I'm going to get 3 more time at the end of this round, and I can hold 6. I'm passing, so I'm just going to be done this round. All right, Carmen, what's your plan?
Well,
so
I'm going to take a card.
Okay.
I have 1 time, so...
You taking that one? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm going to take that card because I don't really want this one. So.
Okay. It's too bad you can't take 2.
And
can't hold 2 anyways.
You get your robot back.
Thank you. And then that should have given you 3 points. And you've got the crystal now to finally pass that thing.
1, 2, 3. Yay!
So let's explain what happened right there. Why did I take my robot back, Carmen?
Because when this...
Let's set it up and show them real quick.
Okay. That can only hold 2. So the fact that we only have 2 players means that this is 2 full. And so each player removes as many robots and only leaves 1 of each.
Right.
So we have 1 of each. There you go.
That's exactly why. I hope that made sense to you.
Yeah, the words weren't coming.
Words are hard. Okay, so Carmen, are you all finished up?
I am all finished up.
Okay, so why don't we look over here and let's look at our intermediate scoring again. Very first thing is we're going to collect time.
So our turn order just switched.
Yes, so let's collect time for each sub that we've placed. I've placed 3, so therefore I get 3 time.
I do as well.
Is on my side.
Hey, that's what I was doing.
Equal sign cards. Carmen has 1 now with the sub, so she can spend 1 time to program a robot to do the submarine action. So, all right. Now, what we're going to do is look down here, and we're going to look for majority. Who controls the most control panels? It's obvious who controls the most. I got 5, and Carmen's got 1. So that's going to give me 6 points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to count it, otherwise she'll cheat me. All right, next, you're going to score points based upon how many robots you have in play. So I have a total of 8 victory points I could gain for that. So I'm going to spend a crystal to move past the laser, and then go ahead and move me up 8.
I have 8 as well.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Next, what we do is we see if you have any crystals left over, you gain victory points. Neither one of us do. Now we score negative points based upon the squids in our locations. So I would score -1, -2, now -3. So, but here's 2 of them. Now it's a little bit different the way it works here. So with 2 of them, I score negative. So I've scored a -6 total points for that.
No. 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right.
It should have been 6 total.
Yes.
Okay, as long as you got it correct. All right, so now what we do is let's flip this over and let's take a look. Now what we're going to do is we're going to prepare the next round. So we're going to place 6 new research cards and 6 new lab expansions.
Just so you know, I did move myself back 1 for the 1 squid that I have.
Everybody was questioning whether or not you cheated.
Well, cheating is fun.
Only when you get away with it. Because then nobody knows that you cheated, so therefore they think you're awesome. Like, wow, she is such a good player. She always beats Tim.
That game was a cinch.
Little do they know the secret is I cheated.
Okay.
Can you put that card on top of that one?
No.
Thank you. All right, next, what we're going to do is we are going to do this little center thingy. So that means we're going to place in here. So I'll do this one, and this one. All right, so we're going to place a...
Ooh, I get a lot of octopods.
Some octopods. Is that the Latin?
I have no idea.
Octopi.
It's not octopi. Pie.
Pie. Now I want pie. And there, and then now when you're playing with, I think with 3 players you might still use these, but I know with 4 players you don't use the NP subs. And then I think 5 times. So
I thought
1,
it was just
2.
octopuses. So.
Yeah, I think it is actually 3, 4. It's the origin of the word. It's not actually.
The rule book said octopods though.
It does say octopods. It does. And I think the rule book might be wrong. All right. So now what we do is we rearrange this according to the new card. So this would go down over there. Up on the roof. There we go.
Oh, it's going to be kind of hard to get time this round.
Yeah, we could program a robot to get time. Don't forget. Oh, or yeah, you either program the robot to get it or you go over there to get it. One or the other. Ugh. All right, so I believe that I am first player this time, so let's swing on down here. And did we get everything accomplished correctly? I think we did, except we did not remove this yet, so we are on round 4.
Okay.
Or round 3, I'm sorry. And there will be one more round after this round, guys. All right, so what do I want to do? My goodness, let's take a look at our board. Them's a problem. Them's too many squids. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to go after them squid. So I'm going to program a robot. This is my my squid slaying, or is it squid or octopus? What are they? It's my octopus slaying robot. Or capturing, yes.
Well, you can't get anything right.
Yes. No, I can't, but I am winning so far. That's all that really matters. We had one game where Carmen was just whooping me, and she got past the little red line, and she was flying, man. She had control of all the sections and all that stuff. But she had so many squid. She was like right here. She went all the way back to the laser.
It was awful.
It was hilarious.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
There's really no point for me to slay squid. But do I really want a card? I can't even hold one.
I can't get my jacket off, and I'm getting hot.
I'm sorry.
You gotta quit taking so long. Okay, so let's see. You are where? Right there.
I think I'll go for...
4?
I don't know.
Well, you need to collect sections of your lab. I mean, that's the most important thing because you're getting victory points.
So I'm just going to take my sub action. Why don't I just do that? We go here. I spend 2 time. Ooh.
Well, it'd be a total of 3 time. It was what would it cost you. And how much time would you have left over after that?
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea.
Where was I? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, you was right there.
I need time. I can't shoot.
Well, it's over here with me. And I want to be jiggling the camera a little extra, guys, because, man, I have got to get my coat off.
It would cost me 3 to get over to it.
To where I'm at?
Yes.
Well, to either one, because that's a 0 right there between us anyways, so it doesn't matter. And there's 5 where I'm at. I've already got like 5 times.
What are you programmed for? Getting a card? What are you programmed?
Well, you going to let me talk, or are you going to keep asking me what am I programmed for?
Got it. Okay.
Yes, I am a octopus slayer on my next turn, probably. Most likely.
This is impossible.
Games are hard, hon. Did you put new ones out?
I did.
Okay. Oh, okay, good. So I do have an F there. I need F. Rock on, man.
Okay, so that'll cost me all of my time.
E, because it'll only go to F. So
I'm going to do it. I'm going to go here. I'm going to spend all of my time. I'm going to drop a sub.
Boy, you just did it, didn't you?
That gives me 4 points.
Man, spent all your time on that, too. Well, you're going to be in trouble.
Oh, and this goes here. And, oh, look at that. You get 2 of your...
Yeah, I do. Thanks. So let's put those back on my player board. I still think that was a dumb move, though. Just so everybody knows. All right, so I'm already here. I might as well slay me some. Bow. Octopus. You go away. You take that one back. And so I can slay 3 of them now. So 1, 2, 3. And the reason is because... Oh, wait. No. Oh, yeah. There it is. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3. So, catch and release, baby. Or we keep one for dinner.
Yummy.
Now, that would score me 6 victory points. So if we just flip this over, we notice right there, 3 scored me 6 points.
Okay.
So Carmen already got my points for me. Thank you. I didn't pay attention to see if she counted right, though, but I think she did. All right, Carmen, what you going to do now? Now you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because you ain't got any time.
I am, because I just realized that things are out of order. I'm trying to do too many things.
You needed to be concentrating on expanding your lab, and you haven't been doing it.
That's what it,
What was that? Ah, that's why you're there, huh?
Yes.
I see. So, what should you do before that? You can't hold any more cards, because unfortunately you're maxed out on cards. So your only option would be to slay program one for maybe Octopus then. Just because some of these cards have lightning bolts on them. So for instance, like this one, let's take a look at that real fast. What this is saying is that if you decide to take this card, you get 2 time plus you immediately get to program a robot to take crystals. However, this card does not discard after you play it like that. It still would stay in front of you and count towards your number of cards that you have purchased. So each of us right at the moment can only hold 2 cards. Carmen's already hit her limit, so she can't hold any more.
Okay, let me explain my conundrum. I could go here and get this card.
You can't get that?
No, wait.
Okay,
yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I could program a robot for getting this card. I could program a robot for the control panel, then get the control panel first, then get the card.
Okay.
No. Here's the problem. This laser's going to stop me from getting any points from doing any of that.
Okay, yes, you're absolutely right. So you would end up losing out on 4 points.
So I need to somehow get this crystal before I do that stuff.
Okay, one other thing to keep in mind is that if you're going to do what you just said, you'd go here first to get the card, then you would go here to program a robot because you're already in the area where you could program one to clean windshields.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't make any difference.
It does make a difference because you pull extra robots off your player board. That's why.
I would have to put my own robot back when I do that, probably. So make it.
Do what I say.
Yes, you do pull more robots off your player board. Okay, now that though still leaves me with a problem because I have no time.
No, you really made a big mistake your very first turn, I think.
Okay, I really want those crystals. I don't know what to do.
You're stuck where you're at this round, regardless, is what I'm trying to explain to you. So, if you do what I told you, all right?
Wait.
Go ahead.
I got it. I will program. It doesn't matter what I do.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Just listen to me real quick.
It doesn't matter what I do here.
Well, yes and no, because you need the card. You want the card, right?
I'm not going to get the card.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay, look. Program a robot to take a card. Next turn, program a robot to program a robot. Next turn, take the programmed robot to program a robot to program this robot to do this.
Points for any of that,
Let me finish. No. I'm not done. Next turn after that, use that robot that you programmed to get your thingy. Okay, that's going to allow you to hold the extra card. Next turn, take the extra card. Well, not do that. No, I'm sorry. Don't do it yet. Moving from here up to here to program a robot to take a crystal. Then use that to take the 2 crystals. Then use your last robot to take that. You've gotten all your points and you're going to get past the laser. Did I make your head bleed? Did I make everybody's brain bleed?
I don't understand how I'm doing that because I can only have 2 programmed robots at a time.
I'm going to walk you through it. Floop, put a robot and program him on a card. Just do what I say, honey. I promise that this is going to work. I promise. Okay? That's the one thing Carmen's really been struggling with the whole program robot. We've played like 4 times, and I understand.
Okay,
I'm not.
Listen. Even if I could figure it out, I would not be able to if you were talking. So it doesn't make any difference.
You're supposed to say, shut up a little bit. So what was I going to do now? I'm going to move from here to here and program a robot to clean windshields. So he's going to go up to here. Now, Carmen should move from here to program a robot. All right. I think it's about to click for her. Hang on, guys. Now, here's what I'm looking at. I've got a ton of time, man. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So I could program a robot with my time alone. So this is really good. I'm getting really close to possibly being able to finish my lab, which would be fantastic. So what I'm going to do first is, let's see. Let's use this robot. And I'm in this section, so he's going to push that one down. So basically he would just stay there. So we're just going to put him right back down to here. I hope that made sense. And we're going to take this tile, all right? And this is F. So we're going to place that right there. I'm going to place B there. Now I get to place one of my robots onto F. Where is F anyways? It's right here. So that's going to slide him down. Carmen's going to take one of hers back. And then I'm going to occupy that one's space. Now we each have one in there. All right, now, Carmen, take your robot that you use to program robots.
Yes.
And you're going to play...
It clicked. It clicked.
Thank you. Yay!
But I still don't get all of my points.
You're okay.
I'm going to miss out on half of them.
Now put your little scientist there to show what action you're doing. There you go. So that shoved him down.
Goes
you
over
want
here
to clean windshields. There we go.
Windshield's cleaning a robot.
Very good. All right. And I hate doing Carmen's turn like that, but this game can... Unfortunately, it could lead to some serious AP issues.
Plus, we don't have time for me to tell him to shut up if I've already figured it out.
To just tell everybody to just shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay, let's see. Man, I really need an equal card, and the only one is way up there. I think I'd like to drop a sub here as well. So I think what I am going to do is program a robot to drop a sub. So we're going to put that there. And this is my sub dropping robot. There we go. Carmen.
Okay. Plus, I'm only getting half my points, which is not... You didn't make that clear. It made it seem like...
You're getting all your points still. You're fine. So, you got him programmed to clean windshields, right? You're one robot. So, take your windshield cleaning robot, place him there, and get your token.
Which I'm not going to get my 4 points
your 4
for.
points! That's what you were saying!
What you didn't understand.
No, I forgot about the card. Okay, you were totally right on that. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's what you kept ignoring. Got it.
I like to ignore.
So, this robot goes here. He gets shoved back over here. And he goes here, and I grab this.
So you lost your 4 points for that.
I do not get my 4 points.
Technically, you could still get it by...
decommissioning that one.
Decommissioning that robot.
There's no point to doing that.
No, you get just... No, there's really not. I wouldn't.
Because, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the crystals next.
Yeah.
And then I can get the 4 points for grabbing the card.
I know, and plus then you would have the extra crystal for the next time you pass.
And
so
I would have the card.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Okay, so back to me, right? What was I doing? Oh yeah, we're going to take this. We all live in it. Pushes him down, so he's just going to come right back in the yellow, or the blue submarine. The blue submarine. Okay. The blue submarine. That cost me 2 time. Okay, Caramel Corn, back at you.
Now I move this guy here and program a robot to get crystals.
Yay, crystals! Okay, so what I am going to do is move my guy here, and I'm going to program a robot to take time. We're going to go there.
Time.
Okay, Carmen?
Is on my side. I'm going to go over here, and my robot's going to go here to take crystals. And I bump myself back over to my player board. This is really getting old.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Man, I'm really debating as to whether or not I should have programmed him for time. Maybe I should have done crystals instead. Because I don't need the time as much. Would you mind if I moved that over to crystals instead? Thank you, sweetie. Okay, then I'll move this over. Now what I would like to do is to move my scientist 0, 1 to here.
Now you get 2 crystals. Oh,
yeah, so and that'll bump them down, so you take one of yours back, and then I just occupy a space, and then I'll take these 2 crystals. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Okay. Now I'm going to take this robot. He's going to go here, because I can't move, like, this whole time.
Oh, man.
I'm going to take this card. That gives me 4 points. Yay!
Yep. And spin a crystal and you can get past it. Very good. All right. So that would do it for this round for me. So I'm going to go from here and I'm going to place there.
And me too. Okay.
All right, so very first thing we will do, if we look up here, is we're going to collect time for each one of our subs. And so I would get 4, because I've placed 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, if anybody has an equal card, which I do not. Carmen, do you have an equal card?
Yes, I can program a robot.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
All right. Next, we're going to see who has majority. So
I wonder who
1,
that
2,
is.
3, 4. I do have majority still, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because I will spend a crystal to get past that. So, all right. Next, score victory points based upon your robots that you have placed. I have placed 9, so we're going to go up to here.
Look at that,
and
I'm
we're going
right
to say
on the line.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, I am cooking with gas. All right, now here's where it gets bad. Now we get points for crystals left over, which I do have 1. Carmen, you have 1.
I have 1, but I'm right on the line. And then
Yeah, what's the point? Well, wait a minute. What's your penalty going to be for...
only 1.
Oh,
so I would
phew.
lose 2 points if I don't spend the crystal.
Yeah.
Is spinning
Well,
a crystal?
you're not going to go backwards. I would spin the crystal and move up, because then you're definitely going to be there. Otherwise, you're going to go back to there.
Is spinning the crystal worth only 2 points, though?
Yeah, I don't know. I would move
Well,
back.
but
I would do it.
I would have to spin it next time anyway. It
That's what
doesn't
I'm
make any
saying. I would
difference.
do it.
Okay.
Okay, next. Negative points for the octopus. So I get negative 1,
Oh,
2.
actually, it was 3 points.
Oh, well, then that was even better. None. That'd be 3. So I'm negative total 5. Is that what it
Yeah.
is? 3, 4, 5. And then you're negative 1, 2,
2.
2. Okay, so you don't move back at all because she's on there.
Right.
So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, boy.
That evened things up.
That made a big difference. All right, so now let's prepare for the next round. To do that, we are going to first place new lab expansions and cards in each one of the sectors. So let's place a new card there. Place a new card there. And there are a lot of symbols in this game, but you know what? A lot of it becomes intuitive after a while, and it's not so hard. The hardest thing is that some of these symbols are so small on the main board.
That it's hard to find.
Really hard to find because the board is so busy.
Well, these panels aren't helping me any.
Okay.
I'm disappointed in you panels.
I don't need C and D.
I need F.
I need
and
A
E.
and C is what I need. And I'm not going to get both of them. So, okay. Now we are going to place the stuff in each section based upon the center thingy. So I will get these 3. You get the others. So we're going to place a crystal there. A crystal and a squid over here. A submarine here. And, oh, we should have removed the old time. So let's pull all that off. Pull that off too. Thank you. And then, let's see. 4 time goes over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Did you get all yours?
Yes.
Now this goes away. All right. This will be the last round, guys. Now we are going to set this up again according to the new thingy here. So this will come down to here. This goes up to here. That would go over there. That would go up to there. That side over to there. Did you just snort a little bit?
I did.
That was funny. So no sense in resetting this. No, don't need a new
I've
card.
been having
This is
trouble
all.
breathing ever since I used some cherry chapstick. I think I'm allergic to it.
Cherry. Want to try? Okay, so let's move our guys down here, and I would be first player. All right, so we are set up for the final countdown. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Shoot, I should have taken that A that was there. I should have done that last round. That was stupid of me. All right, so I am here. I am here. This is a decent spot for me to actually start, to be honest with you. I just wish that I could have programmed a sub a little bit faster. Man, this is going to be tough, tough, tough. Well, I've got 4 time. I really am not in trouble, to be honest, with the squids, so I'm not going to worry about squids. So I'm going to move my guy over here to program a robot to take crystals. So, crystal robot. Okay, Carmen, what's your plan, man? Hey, you got time? And you got a buttload of time that was dumped in your area, too.
Yeah, I do.
Now, each time we take a card or a drop a sub, we're going to score 5 victory points. Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll...
Man, oh, man, oh, man.
I only killed 2 squid.
Kill.
Unless I take that control panel.
Kill squid.
So, This sub action's kind of wasted for me, I think.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I should just get rid of it and get the time for it. I'm going to go here and program for a squid for now.
Yeah, maybe just not worry about... Right. I know what you're saying because... yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. All right, so I am now going to program to take one of these things this time. So I'm going to move him to go up here to learn how to clean windshields. Okay, so Carmen, back at you. Pikachu.
I'm still not sure what I'm wanting to do. I do need to slay some squid.
You slay me, squid.
I will spend 2 time to go over here. Put my squid slaying robot here. Move you down.
And you just got yourself 3 points. Or, yeah, 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
Slay those squid and then...
Capture. Friendly capture and release.
Sorry. And then I get 2 time for doing that. So that.
Why'd you get 2 time? Oh, nice! Yeah, rock on, Carmen. Great work. So every time she doesn't slay them, just because it's got the X over it, doesn't have the skull.
Every time I
perform that action,
chase the squid away.
Oh boy, yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, well, I think I am going to. We're gonna move over to here with this guy, Floop. And we are going to clean windshields and push Carmen down there, which, Floop, take that person back.
Thank you.
And I'm going to take this and place it here. Now, what I do is I get to place one of my robots in A. Where's section A? Ah, well, that didn't help. So, Floop, that would just push him right back onto my board. So, all right, so Carmen. I only need one more. I need C right there. That's what I need.
I'm going to go here. Program a robot to take a
Thingamabob
section.
Okay, so next I am thinking maybe I should just grab that crystal while I'm there. I don't know. I think I'm going to move this guy up here to program a robot for time. So we're going to move him up to there. Okay, Carmen?
Okay, I'm having a hard time deciding.
Yeah, me too. This is going to be tough.
What lab section I need to take. Crap.
Yeah, because you need to at least try to take one, so I keep getting the 6 points for that, and that's hurting. I could slay 5 squid, capture and friendly release 5 octopus in 1 turn if I wanted to. I don't think I've ever had that before. It's kind of cool.
Capture and friendly release. I like how you put that.
Oh boy. I'm here for the entertainment.
Well, being over here, I've cut myself off from using
programming
this action.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to think now what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Let's see. If I take time.
Well, you're gonna get 4 points if you take a expansion for your lab. And that is a B. That's a different... Where are you at? Oh, you're here. Yeah, and that's still a B, so...
I'm here.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking... Honestly, what I'm trying to decide is if I want to take this or this.
Nope. You want this one. You don't have either one of those letters. Oh, you got C. You got C. I'm sorry.
So, if I took... this one, the good point would be that I would get to put people here, my robots here.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But if I took this one, the good thing would be that I would be able to take a card, which would give me another 4 points. What's this do?
That allows you to move from one section straight across, so you'd be able to move from here over directly across to here for 1 time.
So, you plug the camera in.
Yep, that's what I'm working on. So I got to get my hand out of the handle. While you're working on that.
I will go here. I'll just do it, I think.
Sorry about the jiggling, guys.
That's not going to give me a card, though. That's only going to give me the...
It's going to give you the...
It's going to give me the... Okay, so it cost me 1 time to get here. Take this.
Okay.
And... that's this guy.
So,
and where's he going to go?
You can move your hand out.
Right there in the
middle.
There he is.
Okay. And then you place on, what letter was that? F?
F.
Where's F at?
2, 3. That's 4 points.
It was right where you're at, so.
No, it didn't do me any good.
Nope,
Shoot,
so you're actually taking him back then. Or, I'm sorry, never.
Well, I would be putting this guy here and then taking him back. All right.
I had a moment.
So, yeah, it didn't really do me any good.
So, what I need to do now is, I think, let me see, I can hold 6 total time. So, if I move back, it would cost me 1, I'd have 3, so I could take 3 of those. Let's do that. So, we're going to move him back over to here. We're going to take our time machine robot and floop, it's our Time Lord robot. And then that would just move them down. And then I can only hold 3 of these. So, because that would have cost me 1 to move there. And then I'm taking the time action. Go ahead, Carmen.
Okay. I still have this guy programmed for subs, and he's been sitting there this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm going to move that guy up, program robot to take a card.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get that time now, are you? Okay, next, man, oh man, this is tough decisions. This really is. I think I'm going to move from here to here, and I'm going to use my robot that's programmed for crystals. I'm going to push you down. That would have cost me 1 time to move there, and then I'm going to take both of them crystals. Go ahead, Carmen.
Okay, I'm going to spend 1 time to move this guy from here to here. He's going to take this card, which is going to place this guy here.
Uh-huh.
That gives you that guy back.
Thanks. Okay.
That gives me 5 points.
I anticipated you were going to do that. Nice work,
right
Carmen. Nice work. You've taken the lead. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 3 time to program a robot to clean windshields. Go ahead, Carmen. Mm-hmm.
I really, really, really wanted to get another lab section, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I'm going to decommission this robot.
What's he on? What's he?
Subs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't do subs anyway, so decommissioning that robot's going to give her 2 time. Now she can, if she wanted to, spend that time to commission, or commission a robot, and she's probably going to put him on. What you need to do is that thing, really. Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
What do you want me
Crystals?
to do? What were you
I was thinking you should do a lab expansion, because you... Oh, you can't get past that, darn. I almost still think you should do a lab expansion, though, just because you need the letters. I mean, I'm just saying. What are you doing? You're on, what, crystals?
Yeah.
I think you probably are right. You probably do need the crystals, to be honest. Otherwise, you're never going to score any more points. You're going to be stuck there. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is spend 1 time. I'm going to move back over to here. And then I'm going to use my robot to take that. And look, Carmen, I did it!
Oh.
I even got all of the letters. I have never in my... I mean, this is like my 5th game. That is the first time I've ever done...
Is that really all the letters?
That is all the letters. I did them all. Look.
There's just A through F.
A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C. It's all of them. The entire alphabet's there. Yeah, I've never done that before. That is awesome.
4 cards. I've never gotten that many cards before. Okay. So I'm going to go here. I don't have time?
Oh my god, you're out of time. How did you run out of time? You used all 3 of them to be able to program.
Shit. Okay. Crap.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't either. You're totally hosed. You're totally hosed. Oh, hon. I didn't even pay attention either.
Time left.
Yeah, dang it.
Wait a minute. What's this? What was that supposed to do?
Oh, you should have immediately gained 2 time, plus you should have been able to program a robot onto the submarine space. When did you get that? When did you get it?
I got it right before I spent my time.
Okay. Well, all right, because you had one already on the subs. You cannot have 2 robots programmed on the same space.
Which means I would have gotten 2 more time. You
would have gotten a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because
I already got those.
Oh, you did get those 2?
Yeah.
So yes, you would have gotten...
I think. You
would have 2 time right now. Yes. Put 2 back. 2 times should be where you should have 2. I'm confident in that. Because you failed. You did collect for that.
I'm not positive that I collected those. I'm not.
It doesn't matter. Let's say bottom line is you should have 2 time because you should have decommissioned, and you would have had a robot there still to decommission.
Yes.
Because you can't have... Take your card, please. You can't have 2 robots on the same space. So let's say if I had one already commissioned on the squids, and then I commissioned another one on squids, I'd have to move one down to here, and then I would get 2 time for that action. Just basically...
Can I talk?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sweetie, go ahead.
Okay. I had 1 time... Then I decommissioned the submarine guy and got 2 more time. So if I got 2, I'm wondering how I ended up with only 1.
I don't know. I don't think anybody cares. I mean, it's obvious you're going to...
I might have spent it to move here.
I mean, it's obvious you've got the time now to move over to there and get your crystal. So, I mean, it's no big deal. It was a mistake.
That's why I thought I should have
And then I should have to take that robot back, put yours in the center space. Okay. And then I am all finished. I can't do anything else. And I believe you're all finished too. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So now what we do is we do our intermediate scoring like we've been doing. So let's flip that over. Very first thing, collect your time for each one of your subs in play. I've got 4, so I'll collect my time. So 2, 3. Well, don't keep dropping them. I'm not going to be able to get them. There we go. Next, we're going to do any of our equal cards. Yeah. Which, do you need to do that? I don't think you do. You've got a crystal. You should be fine. Okay, next, we are going to score for majority, which we're both tied. So because we are tied, we each control 3. We're going to score 3 points each. So, Carmen, you need to spend your crystal. All right. Next, we're going to score victory points based upon the number of robots we had in play, which this will cost me a crystal, so I'm going to just spend it now. I am 8. Carmen, what are you?
9.
Ooh. Okay, so Carmen's got a slight lead, but I'm going to clobber her in the final scoring. Okay, now we do crystals in our supply. I've got 2 crystals, so that's going to score me 3 points. You don't have any crystals. Negative points for the octopus.
No.
1, 2, 3, negative 3 for me. And Carmen, what are you?
Look at this, look at this. If I would have just timed it right, if I could have just had 1 more...
That really stinks because you're about to get clobbered. That'll be negative 3. That's negative 6. So she's a total of negative 9 on her octopuses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That is all the points I got for my robots.
I'm sorry. All right. So we don't set up new stuff. What we do now is we go down to the final scoring end of game. So we get knowledge points based on the following, okay? Different letters of your lab. All right, so if you have all 6 letters, which I do, I gain 21 points. Now here's the trick too. Mysteriously, somebody found the off switch on these lasers and they all go off. So we don't have to spend any more crystals. Now we just get to move around and free nilly-willy. And so I get 1, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm about to score the highest score I've ever had. Mm-hmm. And then Carmen, how many different letters did you have?
4.
4 will get you 10 victory points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
All right. Next, you look and it says we're going to score victory points per time marker left in the supply, which I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to score 5 more victory points. Next, you score 5 victory points if you have placed all 6 of your submarines. I don't think either one of us did it. I had 2 left.
No.
How many did you have left?
I had 2 left as well.
Okay. 5 victory points if you've got a completed lab. Well, not only did I get all the letters, but I completed it.
I cannot believe I started out the game with the strategy of completing my lab and then did not do it.
I know, and I did it. That's what's funny. I have never, in any of my games, ever gotten all the letters. And I've completed a lab before, but I've never gotten all the letters. So this was a pretty awesome game. So hey, guys, we hope this gave you a grand understanding on how this game plays in real time. Look for our quick review. Yeah. You'll get our opinion on it. I'm just going to tell you right now, guys, I find this game absolutely fabulous.
It's awesome and it's challenging.
It is extremely challenging. That was a great game. It was a lot of fun clobbering you. So,
thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.